Greetings, fellow Earth travelers. Oblyx here, coming at you today from All the Mods 3. How y'all doing today? So, we gonna play some All the Mods 3. Let's get in this thing. We are gonna be playing on XP Crafted's patron server, and there's 4 other people on. So we know these people. We may be chatting a little bit. Who knows? Who knows? This is going to be a little different than our New Frontier series now. This is going to be more of a let's play and less of a explainy. I'm just going to kind of run around and do things. So let's get in. It's taking a minute to load.
Shut up and sit down.
Now, the server has been up and running for a few days. I did not come on when it launched because, well, it was having some glitchy, buggy issues. So here we are at spawn. I think they've got all those worked out now. So, now they did provide gifts for everyone. There we go. We're survival mode now. That was a problem before. We couldn't do that. So, we're not going to be taking the gifts. I don't like freebies. I don't like, starting out like that. I want to start out on my own. What I would like is, now I know they have spawn protection turned on, so we can't go carving stuff down. But I would like just a little bit of wood. Oh, I have some in my inventory. Look at that. Because I know this map is quite large and has a ton of water. So let's get out there, do a little bit of exploring and see what we can find. You know what? Before I go, I should probably set a journey map where spawn is, huh? That'd be the smart thing to do. So, let's see. Hello, all the developers of journey map. Oh, this looks quite a bit different than it used to. Where's my waypoints? Ooh. Spawn. Here we go. Now this pack does have the hated spice of life. Man, I can't stand that mod. As we talked about in the New Frontier, I won't go on another rant, but my goodness. But we'll deal with it. Alright, so let's see what's what. Got a Tinker Island up there, some funky clouds. I did turn the clouds off so we don't have the regular vanilla clouds. Looks like guardians spawn everywhere. So much water. Water, water everywhere, not a drop to drink. Ooh, now we're getting to the good stuff. Oh, that's pretty. Either way, I'm gonna have to murder some sheep. Sorry, guys. I need the food and I need the wool. This is a neat looking biome. I love the color of the water. Boy, at nighttime you'd get so dead. Mobs would be sneaking around every corner. Let's see if we can get up a little high. Get a vantage point on the place. Oh, we changed biomes. That's a pretty one too. Hello, cow. Guess I better get some cow while I'm here. Come back. I need to eat you. Oh, that's a pretty color. Look at that. Those pretty red trees. I'm torn. I love these willows. So cool looking. Something about down here in the swamp. It's like swamp, which is one of my favorite biomes, but not. Liking that tea sapling. You know, it's kind of swampy, but kind of not swampy. I guess that's why they call it wetlands. Meteor. And reindeer. Hello, reindeer. Copper. Yeah. I need stone to do that. But hey, look. Icy stone. Hello, chicken. You, I'm sorry, must die to feed me. Wow. That is some weird terrain generation, Minecraft. And apparently you tried to spawn a bunch of trees here and couldn't. Ooh. Hello, surface coal. My favorite kind of coal. Let's get some stone. We've entered the Stone Age. And we dig, and we dig, and we dig, and we dig, and we dig. Always the worst part of Minecraft. I don't mind mining. I actually enjoy mining. I hate mining with a wooden pick. So I guess I could make a stone pick now. Ooh, deep and dark and dangerous. Yeah, I think we're gonna make this home, guys. I think this will be the place. And I think we're gonna set up a little temporary stand right here in front of the mud puddle. You know, as a kid, you like to play in the mud. Here I am playing in the mud. That may have to get replaced. So let's set up our table. I want to take this out first. All right, table. Bed me. There we go. Spawn point has been set. Furnace me. Pick me. Hey, you want to keep it down out here? Stop eating all my grass. Big meanie. It's my grass. It's my home now. This is where vein miner would be really nice. Alright, get our munchy. We got a little steak, we got some berries. We should look up a juicer. Need smooth stone and a pressure plate. So we need 3 smooth stone. Let's get 3 of those cooking up for some smooth stone. Now we got a hole here where baddies can come to. Let's see. Get that fixed. There. Now we have a juicer. We take it with our berries, and now we have juice. And at least get us filled. Alright. Let's go with our favorite early game storage. So we need 4 chests. A log, 4 sticks, and 4 planks. If I can use this rubber wood log. Probably not, but we're going to try it anyway. Yeah, I didn't think so. I could not throw that out of my inventory. That was weird. Yeah, can't throw stuff out of my inventory. Very strange. You have to back out. That's kind of a pain in the rear. I can do it from here, but I can't do it from within the thing. That's just peculiar. Move, sheep. Alright, let's free up some inventory, shall we? Let's just... that's so much better. Yeah, I should probably go make a shovel, clean out this mud. Hello, weird water. I didn't come out here looking for coal, but I came out here looking for seeds, and here I am mining coal. What the heck? Stupid bees. I'll take this iron. Really, bees? You're getting on my nerves. Got your ore, nanny, nanny, nanny. You are berries not over by my house. So, yes, please. And blackberries. Excellent. We will plant you. And love you and adore you and eat you. So that's blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries now. The spice of life is all about variety in your diet. So it makes you eat different foods all the time. So you can't just have a stack of steak and call it good. You have to constantly be switching up what you eat. And keep in mind, we have 0 armor, so we need to be a little cautious. More coffee. I really want to find some canola so we can start some early game power generation. Ah, canola. Hello, my friend. And our first Botania flower. Come to me. Get in my belly. Ah, more Botania. Yes, yes, come to me. Ah, dang it, I'm full. What can I get rid of? Lily pads could be useful for farming. I don't know about this rustic stuff. You know, flax I've got at the house, so we'll get rid of that. Ah, more Botania. Okay, that means I have to get rid of more. Darn it! Cotton seeds from Natura. I'm gonna get rid of this rustic garbage. Alright, folks, we're over here at the meteor site. I think this will be a great place to collect gravel. I really want to get into Mekanism, but I think the best, earliest form of ore duplication is going to be Tinkerers. So, we're going to get some gravel for that. Alright, folks, we're back. I've done some off-camera work. Just because you don't want to see all the grindy that has to happen at the launch of a new server. It's all the same stuff, whether it's modded or vanilla. You gotta go dig a mine, you gotta make a few tools. Same basic stuff. I did put a front on our building here. I had a creeper walk up on me. I was standing inside our cave and looking out this way. I actually had inventory open, was working on some things, and a creeper fell down on top of me. So I've done a little bit in here, kind of getting us ready. Put some walls up, some floors. Nothing too beautiful, but it'll work. Got a wall of power here ready to go for some machines we're about to make. Put in a tinker smelter, basic stuff. Modded Minecraft 101. Some early game Mekanism power here that will be good to keep our configurator charged, and that's about it. I did make some of these integrated dynamics. Well, I made one of these integrated dynamics generators, and man, this thing is awesome. I used this in Sky Factory, and it was okay, but in this pack it's really working out well for me, and I love the fact that it stops burning through coal when it's not needed. That's fantastic. And then I've got a energy battery also from Integrated Dynamics as well. That's the generator's keeping the battery charged. The batteries, you can see it connected into these Mekanism universal cables, which will power everything else. I've got a metallurgic infuser, which you need to make steel. I had to make a whole bunch of steel for the machines we're about to make, so I wanted to go ahead and get that done off camera because it takes a while. Now I did find out in this pack, the Mekanism steel ingot, if we look it up here, is not craftable, so it says. But found a way around it. If you know the recipe, which I do, It's basically 1 iron here and 2 coal here. You'll get enriched iron, comes out here, take that enriched iron, bring it back, put it here again, then it'll give you the steel, it'll give you steel dust. The steel dust doesn't seem to want to go into any of the furnaces for whatever reason, but you can throw it in your Tinker smeltery here, and it will turn it into ingots, so that's nice. So we were able to get around that. And I did also create a tree fluid extractor from industrial foregoing, because these guys take forever to get, to extract the latex that you need, which I've got it all going up here in this portable tank from thermal expansion. So we've got 13 buckets right now. So this is, the original hole. I expanded a little bit this way, so we had a little more wide room here, and just changed out the walls and the ceilings and the floors. Remember, it dropped down here. I did make a portal to the mining dimension. And that's where I've been doing most of my mining. I did start out mining down here. This is actually going to be our machine room for power generation and things like that. So kind of finished that off a little bit. And then started with a regular mine down here. And it's okay, but the ore generation just isn't that great. So went to the mining dimension, and the ore generation is much better. And this is the same as it was before. Now this is where the creeper came from. There weren't any doors here, and the creeper just walked in this way, I believe. I was actually standing about here facing this way. Remember, our bed was right here. So just standing that way, and I was in my inventory, and then boom, exploded and died. And yep, so we got 1 death now. But hey, we're much better than Crazy Sammy. So that's always a bonus. So then I dug out in here, moved our bed in here, and set our storage in here. It kind of gives us a double layer of protection, right? If I have a tendency of being out here at night, I want to keep harvesting this hemp, because we are going to get into some immersive engineering. I love me some immersive engineering, so we will be doing some of that. We're going to need to get this hemp going. But I have a tendency of just running through the doors like this, not even paying attention. And every now and then, one door will open and one door will close. There you go. It's like that. And I just don't even pay attention. But this kind of saves me, even if I do that, having that second door there before you get to storage, where I'm going to be in here crafting and Phil farting around not paying attention. That'll save me from having the baddies sneak up on me. So as you can see, we got some storage going here. Got some drawers for the stuff we have a lot of, and crates for pretty much everything else. Here's our ore and gem haul. It's pretty good. We've done fairly well in the mining dimension. Right now we've only got ore duplication. So 1 ore equals 2 ingots. We're doing that through the smeltery currently. I've also got a hand crank grinder that we can use. I was actually using this before I built the smeltery. I usually park this with me down in the mining dimension, so if I need to build a new pickaxe or something out of iron real quick, I can at least double my ores down there. I don't remember why I brought it up for some reason or another. But so these are our project chests. Right now I've got everything we need to get going with what I want to get going in this project chest. Now I want to get into ore tripling. So I want to use Mekanism and get into where we can triple our ores. And I want these off that bar like that. There we go. Sorry, just like things nice and organized. So, ore tripling. To do such a thing, we are going to need a few machines here. Now, if you're watching my video on, should come out the day before this video comes out, on how Mekanism does, or doubling, tripling, quadrupling, quintupling. We're going to go with tier 2, as kind of a early game, ore duplication type deal here. So we're going to need first off, we need our sink. Always starts with the kitchen sink, doesn't it? Love me some kitchen sink. Can't say it enough. So there we go. Bam. Sink acquired. Now we want a purification chamber. Before we can do that, we got to make an enrichment chamber. Before we do that, we got to make a steel casing. So we're going to need 2 of these. So there's 1. So we're going to need 2 of the enrichment chambers, because we need an actual enrichment chamber and then we need a purification chamber. So now we should be able to make our enrichment chamber. So there's 1. We need a second one. So there's our second enrichment chamber. Hey, these don't stack. Interesting. I always thought they did. Now we're going to turn one of those into a purification chamber. There we go. Now we need a crusher. No, we need yet another casing. So we got that. Now our crusher. There we go. And we get our buckets back. That's nice. We forgot our smelter. I should just bring it up this way. This is the way I usually look at it. I'm trying to do this off the top of my head, and it's just not working out. This is normally how I kind of dig through and just remind myself what all bits and pieces I need. So we need an energized smelter, which is yet another machine casing. And then I hate when they move around. Just stay still. What? 2 redstone short. What the heck? I thought I had it all. Oh well. Smelter. Energized smelter. Good to go. Okay, we've got to put oxygen into the purification chamber, so we are going to need an electrolytic separator. To make that, we're going to need an electrolytic core. So there's all that dust. Now to get that dust, that's what I brought this thing up for. Yeah, so I could grind all that dust down. I knew there was some reason, some method to my madness. So there we go. There's our core, and 2 more redstone. Man, I'm usually better at rememberifying these things here. All right, and what else am I missing? So we got oxygen goes in the purification chamber, and that'll make the clumps, and the clumps go in the crusher, which we've got. That'll turn into dust. Dust goes in the enrichment chamber, which we've got. So that comes out dust, and then that goes in the energized smelter. So that should be it. Wow, I must have been thinking we needed another electrolytic separator for some reason. Oh, what the heck? I forgot. I was gonna make, even in my video about Mekanism, I talked about this, using the gas burning generator as part of this setup for a tier 2 setup. So, and here I am doing it without doing it. So there you go. Of course, it's the thing I forgot. Glass. I only have 3. What the heck? Give me. I don't need 64. I need 1 dadgum glass. Give it to pork chops. I don't want pork chops. I want glass. Get up there in the foodstuffs. While we wait for that to cook, here's a few things I've crafted. I did go ahead and craft the cables we will need. That's where a lot of that steel went. You had to make the cables, and of course into these machines. What else have I crafted? This is what was in that. I went ahead and picked up the loot bag at spawn when I died. But I didn't use the stuff in it. You know, the two big things, there was a little bit of food, which I just threw in the food drawer because, you know, why wouldn't you? But this waste stone and this warp stone were in there. And, of course, I haven't used those. I just left them in there. But that's what was in the satchel. I think I just put some torches in there. I was going to carry it around with me, but it's so small. It's like, why bother? The mining dimension is very easy to get in and out of, so just, yeah, not even worth it. So there we go. We needed another casing. Hello? Oh, dummy. Click on the crafting table. That seems to help. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Ha 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 ha. No pun intended. Right. Alright, I think I got everything ready to go. We've got all our machines created, and I've got them in the correct order down here. The enrichment chamber. Oops, no I don't. There we go. The smelter, the enrichment chamber, the crusher, and the purification chamber. Then the ones that go downstairs, well, those crates go upstairs, but the ones that go downstairs there, and made up some extra pipes, as well as some logistical transporters to carry the items, because I think we're going to need them to use these crates. I think we can output to a crate. I don't think we can input from a crate without some help. So let's come over here and get these going. So if this is going to be the purification chamber right here, because we need to bring that oxygen from downstairs up here to it. Remember, this is the guy that takes the oxygen. Then we're going to output our power down that hole right there. So that would make that the crusher, then that the enrichment chamber, then that the smelter, and that the purification chamber. Yeah. So when you go do the interface for them, we want to output there and input from there. And you can turn the power off of the back. It doesn't matter. It will not disconnect if you're connected to universal cables. If you connect to some other mods cables, you may have to have that in place. Oop, we need another log. So, oh, the other thing we got to remember to do is set auto eject to on. So let's get these configured real quick. Oops, went past it. Output. Dang it. Ah, dang it. And auto eject to off. Input there, output there. Off, off, off. Oops. And auto eject on. Now that is going to be off. This shouldn't have been clicked on. We want input, output. Dang it. There. And auto eject off. Or on, sorry. Excellent. There we go. Now we want to put our crates there. We're going to try a crate here. I'm pretty sure it can't suck from that. I think we're going to have to use these logistical transporters to make that happen, but we'll go to try it. Let's go do our machines downstairs first. Okay. I think I want to try to put the sink there. I made a little cutout for our power cable. Let's go ahead and get that in place. Yeah. Bring that down. Excellent. We're going to put this gas burner here. Excellent. Then we're going to put this mechanical pipe in right there. Set him to output. Good, good, good. Do these pressurized tubes right here. That'll connect him to him. Good. Then we'll put this guy in place. And I did turn down our block sounds because Mekanism machines are kind of loud. So we did do that, so we don't blow out our eardrums. Boom. And he's already started working. Look at that, just generating away. So we're outputting the hydrogen over here, filling this guy up. Good, good. We want to dump the excess on the oxygen. No, we don't, because we're going to use it, aren't we? Dump excess on both, actually. Now let's bring that oxygen down. So that's our purification chamber. And there we go. Piping oxygen up to our purification chamber. Fantastic. So we're going to go ahead and, we don't have to configure these. Again, if they're non-Mekanism machines, you really do, but being they're Mekanism machines, it knows what's input and what's output. I just think it looks cooler when you do. So there we go. So this should be fully functional. I tell you what, yeah, let's take her on a maiden voyage, shall we? Let's grab an ore. We'll grab, we haven't done any silver yet. Oh yeah, can we do this? I don't remember silver can be done. Let's just do iron. So we should be able to run 1 through it and get 3 out of it. Now, can we use this? I don't think so. Yeah, I didn't think so. We're gonna have to do a logistical pipe. So do we put it here, or do we put it up here? Good question. I think we'll go there and use our logistical transporter. Let's configure our configurator properly. And why is that? Ah. Well. Oh, come on. Disconnect, you stupid thing. The only thing should be connected is the daggum top. There we go. Now let's configure this to pull from there. So that's what we were talking about. So these crates are from Actually Editions. It's a different mod. So you do have to configure it to say, hey, you can get from here. So now if we put that ore in, it will suck it out and throw it in here. So we should end up with 3 in our next machine. This guy should do chunks. Should make it iron chunks. Send it over here. Yep, there we go, 3. So this will send dirty chunks into here. Almost done. Yep, there's the dirty dust. Sorry, it said chunks, I meant dust. This will send the clean dust over here. Done. And good. We're going to cook that up and pop it in that chest right there. Ready? Boom. There we go. Sweet. So notice how they're kind of loud. We can still hear that that machine running downstairs, which is obnoxious. So let me make some upgrades for these guys and some mufflers. There's mufflers you can make as well. And I'll get back with you. Okay, I'm down here with the noisiest machine on Earth, the electrolytic separator. My God, this thing is loud. But I've got things in my inventory that are going to take care of that. I made mufflers for every machine. And then I made upgrades for, made speed upgrades and power upgrades for the electrolytic separator because I think it's going to be running all the time. This guy, the gas burning generator, is only producing 50 RF a tick. I think if we speed this electrolytic separator up, making the hydrogen that goes in here, I think it will get quite a bit better. But it is so loud. Let's shut it up real quick. We're going to add the mufflers, go to the upgrade tab, pop them in. Better with every one. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. This makes noise, but you can barely hear it, and it doesn't accept upgrades. So it's nice and quiet compared to this thing. Good grief, that thing is loud. 4 of 4, it is completely silent. So now let's see if we can boost the speed. We're producing 50 RF a tick with a max of 100 RF per tick. So let's drop in some... Let's do our energy upgrades first. Mekanism machines can hold 8 upgrades for energy and 8 upgrades for speed. So let's drop the speed in, or the energy in first. So that will lessen its energy burden on the system. See, this guy's actually turning off now, which is awesome. It's really not needing to produce much anything to keep this guy working, which is good. Yeah, he's down to 5. Now we're going to pop the speed in there, but that's going to increase the power burden that it's putting on the system. But it's going to be producing chemical faster. Oh yeah, look at that, look at that. It went from barely holding even to, here we go, I'm full. Now look at that power output. Yeah, that's much, much better. Much, much better. Holding stable. Excellent. That's what we want to see. Perfect. So now let's go put our shut-up upgrades in the rest of the machines. And I made some gas upgrades for the purification chamber. This should make it more efficient with using that oxygen. Though I don't think we really need it to be with those other upgrades that we made downstairs. But we're going to go and pop them in anyway. Eventually we will put the speed and the power upgrades in these guys. Oh, let's get our shut-up upgrades in as well. Ooh, gotta wait a minute. Be quiet. Shut up. Tired of listening to you. Even made some for you. Be quiet too. And pop them in for here. Excellent. Oh, that's a wonderful thing. So now we've got it upgraded. Let's run a larger stack of ore through there. I can still hear that generator. I may have to move that guy. That's going to get annoying. It's not nearly as bad as it was. That electrolytic separator, my goodness, that thing was obnoxious. But now that it's quiet, this guy is pretty darn loud. We're definitely keeping up though. That is fantastic. He may need to move down another couple levels so he'll be quiet. Just get him out of earshot. I'll just move some cable. Oh, and you can't hear any of these. This is fantastic. Oh, that's a wonderful thing. Look at that. Look at that. Awesome. Alright, peeps. You know what time it is. That's all the time I got for today on All the Mods 3. I sure do appreciate y'all coming and hanging out with me. Got my little skeleton skull up there. Look like a mini Punisher. But as always, I do thank y'all for coming and hanging out with me. And if you had a good time, please punch that thumbs up button for me. And until next time, get out there and make some noise. See ya!